Hello, hello, hello. Oh, so much light. I'm sure it shouldn't be like this. There we go. There we go. Maybe if I do it that way. Grace, thank you for being here. Hello, my beautiful. I've missed you a lot as well. You've been very quiet. I don't know what I shall do right now. Missed you all. Missed you all. Yeah, it's been interesting. It's been very interesting. I'm just trying to stay focused with when it's one thing for me, it's like a big thing. So I'm trying to be focused. How are you doing, Grace? The energies are. We might all feel like we've been through a little bit of a blender right now, and that's okay. No matter how, it's all wonderful, but it's all like a little intense as well. So we've just for fun, we're gearing up to some incredible energies. I don't want to say intense because, you know, that word is passe. What are we going to do with it? We're just either going to rest, or we're making plans, or we're doing it, or whatever we are, it's all perfect. But we're all in this incredible trajectory of ascension, whether we like it or not. It is, and it's happening, and it's happening very fast. I did say for a long time we were all like messing around and arguing so much. So I'm glad. Are you writing? Are you writing a lot? You must be enjoying the desert. I think the desert is having a lot. The deserts and the mountains. The deserts are having a lot of manifestations. A lot of things are being seen in the desert at the moment, all over the deserts. Yeah. So it's just like some put me home, because I did think I did need to really jump in because it's Wesak and a few other so many things happening. So we bring in and sanctify this energy and this space with deepest gratitude and love and light and enthusiasm and an enormous amount of delightful play. Namaste. Oh, are you birthdaying? Are you celebrating this week? It's a big celebration this week. It's just been pumping. So we have right now, well, we have Wesak. I think a lot of people might have forgotten Wesak. I'm just like channeling knowledge. It's like it's a little overwhelming because I need to do something with it, and if I don't do something for a day or two with it, it gets very overwhelming. I'm really like sewing so many things together. It's huge. It's like it's kind of wonderful. It's kind of wonderful, but it's kind of it's okay. We shall rest sometime. We shall rest. Yeah. So yeah, I did birthday. So when did I birthday? Oh, her birthday. Oh, but I got my little Yuki thing. I haven't looked at it yet. Well, I kind of looked at it. Alex showed me, but it's been on my altar. I'm just energizing it very beautifully right now. Yeah. Yeah, I've been, and I don't really want to talk too much to the Buddha. I want to just stay in one place right now and just keep it as focused and as grounded and as organic as possible. When I dipped into this Buddhist stuff, I'd forgotten how huge it was and how shamanic, very, very deeply shamanic. Buddhism is it's not quite the pretty thing everybody thinks it is. I'm up a dust. It's like seriously intense, very intense stuff indeed. But we do have Once a year, it comes regularly on the first full moon of May. And usually we do a lot of preparation beforehand of cleansing our body and making ourselves prepared to absorb so much light which is going to come on the planet, because they also say that if you meditate on that day, I don't know, it's like doing 100,000 meditations, um, they do this, it's with the mantras, and if you say this mantra, it's like doing 100 of that mantra, and if you say one of these mantras, it's like doing 100,000 of those. So yeah, I'm very, very into the sound, the primordial sound and the original sounds of the mantras and the resonance and the ancient future. So I don't want to like dip into any new stuff. There's lots of new stuff that's pouring in, lots of it. But I'm trying to just keeping the focus on piecing together and weaving together the ancient wisdom for our ancient future. Oh, Grace, so that's a really big thing. What date are you celebrating now? Very beautiful, May. Wow, so that's going to be so you've got a double celebration. So you have to do an extra celebration. Yeah. And set a place for her. You're going to have such a wonderful time. I talk a lot to dead people. And I let dead people talk to me at the moment. It's kind of fun. I don't know what day it is. When I see people advertise it, things like Fabulous Friday or Tarot Tuesday or Thankful Thursday, I think, oh my goodness, I don't even know what day it is, what week it is. Never mind what year it is right now. So is it the day or is it the night? Because we have so many. Our time has changed again. And we have the sun is up for a long time. So sometimes I fall asleep in the afternoon and then I wake up and I don't know if it's morning or if it's evening. And that's okay. The confusion, that little like the body is just changing. The body's changing. But it's very important too. So we've got a couple of days. So if we can, obviously drink lots of water. Oh my goodness. Grace, that you've really been blessed this year. It's going to be huge. Please do take time to meditate. It is so huge this year. I don't know I know there's stuff happening with the planets, but I really haven't looked. And I honestly don't, but by intention, I really don't want to look right now because it's the energy is like enough. So I don't know what is happening. I know there's a lot happening. The last time I looked was for the new moon, when we had those 6, 7 planets. And that was the last time I really tuned into it. I don't want so much overwhelm. Later on, I think, I'm not sure if I'll do it this year still, because it's a lot, but I'm actually going to study the Vedic astrology as well as some other things, because it comes as part of the package, which will be actually wonderful. Yeah, because I love it. I absolutely love it. It's so wise and fabulous. But it's a little interesting for me to find my balance with all that stuff, because I have no access to anything Indian here. Wow, I know it was very hard for you. Oh, will you be able to Zoom them or phone them or something? Hmm. Or you're going to fly in quickly. Vroom. Hmm. But you will go out and do something. Don't have cake with her or whatever you were going to do. But to just really enjoy the 1st of May. As I said, it is Wesak. So it is the celebration this year, the first full moon in Taurus. And it is, so it's 3 big things. And just remember that we've got 320 odd million, if not more, Buddhists praying and preparing and energizing for this. So it's a lot of energy behind that. Plus, you've got a lot of Hindus because they also celebrate Hindu Buddha Day, because don't forget, Buddha wasn't a Buddhist. Siddhartha was a Hindu. Um, yeah. So they celebrate. So you've got a lot of. So you've got a couple, a billion people at least, celebrating on Saturday. So we're all celebrating on Friday. So we're all celebrating your birthday with you and pouring tons of energy down. So we will absorb it. So it's the commemoration, the remembering of the birth, the enlightenment, and the samadhi, the death of Buddha. So they're celebrating all 3 in one. So it's really huge. Oh, oh, that is so beautiful. Oh, that's really, really special. So that's very special that you're going to celebrate in the desert. I'm sure you might just see, I'm sure she would quite easily make a visit. I know that she was a little like um, not as easy to cross over into to open, but she will, maybe very possibly she will definitely, if you open to it and you say a prayer and light a candle and make a sacred space, because the veil is extremely beautiful and thin on on this day, on Friday. So, and what we also do, it's called the washing of the Buddha. So they use a mirror where they actually pour water over the mirror. They don't actually pour water over the Buddha. You can pour water over the Buddha. Very often I have like washed my Buddha, and you don't have to do them all, but maybe just wash one symbolically and prepare a new karma, because the Indians, they have another festival as well. I can't get the name of it right now. I miss you, my butts. I do miss my Yuki so much. I do. I do. I miss going for a walk with him. Yeah, she will. It's open. It's very open. So yeah, set the space, clear the space, do something. Start clearing out now. Um, Wash your Buddha, just one Buddha, or something that's like very personal and powerful to you. As the Indians, the Hindus, they see this as a karmic reset, where you can really just drop a lot of karma on this day and let it be absorbed, and you can come up fresh and clean. Tralala. I love this stuff. They're always doing this cleansing stuff. So have a beautiful cleansing bath. And as I said, the desert at the moment is hyper energized. And then the other amazing thing, which is happening always on the 1st of May, which I didn't know, so it's just like, some more, is actually on the 1st of May every year is celebrated Saint Germain, the energy of Saint Germain. So I thought that was particularly interesting to all add, because I know that he has made a home in Sedona, but I always see them in the Himalayas. Whoops, where is he? This was my Saint Germain. But I've been working so much with the purple flame, and like obviously lots of people are, but it's a lot of us are really pushing, and it's just like taking more in different turns, and so much gold and so much purple flames. With this one, very much so. There was a huge, and this little comet that's buzzing around has also created quite a lot of interesting energy on the planet at the moment. I think over Hawaii there have been some really interesting sightings of that beautiful green energy that these comets love to pour on our planet. So yeah, enjoy this purple. So really do please do a violet flame meditation. As many as you can, really tune into it. I think I know the energies have definitely shifted. Beautiful, beautiful. Hello, Victor. How are you, my love? You missed. I'm going to repeat because I don't think many people out there know it. And it also just kind of came to, because I know it's Wesak, which is like on the 1st. There we go. Yeah. So it's washing of the Buddha. So if you have a Buddha with elephants, yeah, yeah. So please wash a Buddha and clear our karma, along with a whole few hundred thousand, a few 100 million Buddhists. And those Tibetan Buddhists, they're absolutely crazy. They are very, very strict and regimental, and it's very, very sad story. So I'm not going to go into that right now. But they are deeply shamanic. And then on the 1st of May, it's the 1st of May every year, is the day of, so we don't Grace will always remind us, it's the day of Saint Germain. So we celebrate Saint Germain on the 1st of May every year. So please remember to pour some extra energy into violet flame, violet and gold flame. Yeah. So a lot of the ascended masters, as I just have in Tibet, it's absolutely crazy country there. Yeah. Really wild. Very very little veil. Which is why they and it's so interesting because like Buddha stood for actually removing a whole pile of that discipline, and he started the rise of Buddhism. Awesome. Hello, Malu. Are you liking number 1? How are you, my dear heart? I hope you're spinning beautifully. I know you are actually. So I can really feel some of us are really like flying around. Some are really zooming. I'm very, very little on my computer. I want very little to do with technology at the moment. So I'm drawing a lot by hand. I just do these right now because they're easy to make a point. I can't do these nice drawings, these nice pictures, but I'm like my natural world. I see so much. So I am like number one. Oh, I missed you all. I will pop in sometime. I've been trying to sleep as well, which is like not so easy. But yeah, as you do know, I did tell you I'm studying quite intensely. So after this Buddhist stuff, I'm actually going to be very glad to go back to Mount Kailash, go back to India. I'm, I'm over a lot of this stuff. Aw. I nearly popped in. What happened? Oh, I was going to pop in, and then there was a course that I had to do, meditation. So I didn't pop in. So I'm sorry. So I was almost there, but I didn't pop in. So I will pop in sometimes soon. I think I'm just trying to assimilate. Oh, I do feel Scotty. When did I feel Scotty? I do. Give my love to everybody, please. And as I said, just like on Friday, it's Saint Germain's Day. So do put in an extra special meditation and let Josh know to do something extra special. And I think we're all doing a lot of extra special purple stuff at the moment. And things, as you know, for everybody. No, I didn't cut my hair, but I did. You know what? Sometimes it looks like what I did. I cut. It's my dog. It's my dog. My hair's my dog. My dog is always here on my shoulder. Because I did, when he passed, I cut a big chunk off. I cut the whole end bit off and I put it with him. So, but you noticed the hair. Yeah, I will pop in. Now you know. Thank you. No, but as I said, you noticed the hair. I said my life, my normal life is like so crazy enough, and it's just to like really trust myself as well and to share, but in a way not to share because I don't need to because I'm just do strange things. Hmm. I wish I had a hibiscus. I wish I had, yeah, no, it's my dog. My dog's my hair. My dog's my hair. Mm. So you noticed. You saw my dog. You saw my dog sitting on my shoulder. You're a beautiful boy. Yeah. Some days I miss him very much. Next time I see, I'll show you my jewelry with wings, but it's on my altar right now, so it's just energizing. Or on his altar. And we do a lot of work. He does a lot of work. So we go out to people. We go flying around. Dogs and animals are just so very special. They're doing a big job. I was going to say much, but for a lot of humans, yeah, a bigger job than the humans are doing because so many people are so devastated by humanity. Yeah, and then of course it's May Day, so I don't know what you guys are doing on May, which is the maypole. They do maypole here, which is totally phallic. So weird. Now I'm not doing this feminine stuff at all. I did that like a long time ago, and I just, you know me. I find that there's just one goes so far down the road and you get so excited, and then there's something missing. There's some knowledge missing, and these big loopholes, or there's big lies, and yeah, so much and there's to unearth some corruption. And I'm just done with that. I'm really just done with like putting my heart out and then finding the corruption. I'm not so. I'm just hanging out there in the Vedas, and they take you to places where they're very very simple and very clear. So mhm. Ooh. You know that grapefruit was actually the original. Oranges are not like the hybrid things from the grapefruit. So are lemons from the grapefruit. So the grapefruit was the fruit. Mm, mm. Okay, so what we do here on May, um, way back when, and it's so interesting, Germany, which is like its motto is Arbeit. Arbeit macht Freiheit. They they like to work, and most places around the world it's Workers' Day, and it's started I think as a Russian thing, and celebrated as Workers' Day. It's kind of forbidden to celebrate Workers' Day in Germany. It's verboten. It's verboten. It's kind of absolutely not. But it's the day, pretty much, I think, almost as far as I know, every year that I know of May the 1st, it's sunny. And people go a little crazy because they're not used to sunshine, but it's like grilling. But the night before, people steal trees. This is like, it's a very old, um, it's not a shamanic thing. They used to steal wives. But they moved into stealing trees. So the wives go back like a couple of thousand years ago, when the Indians and the Buddhists were having like universities studying maths and science and medicine and um, the stars and creating mechanics and machinery. The Germans were running around stealing wives. Um, um, hey, Miss Trista. So yeah, they steal trees, and they'll steal them from parks. They mark a tree, and very often a few people have marked the same tree. So it's a whole big thing of stealth that you have to be able to outwit and trick your opponent out who's going to steal the tree. And they literally do, like these big grown men with shovels go out in the middle of the night and steal trees, and then they come back and they plant them on their property. And these are serious trophies that they have. Uh, I have to be honest, I don't really like grapefruit. Fig trees, now that's another thing. I like fig trees. I like figs. Figs are very cool. Hmm. Okay, my dear hearts, I shall love and leave you. Hmm. I kind of, yeah, hear you there, Millie. I mean, I used to do it with brown sugar and then grill it. The sugar like melted underneath. But yeah, no, I suppose it's like beer. You have to like drink enough of it to like make it taste good. So you have to eat enough grapefruit to make it taste good. I prefer, what do they call them here? Clementines. We call them nachos. Yeah, that was a cool thing. Oh, Millie, you know what? If you ever come to Germany and you come to like an Airbnb, they are so raffinate. They have a spoon and a knife and a kitchen gadget for everything. If you open your kitchen drawer in Airbnb, it's like, I don't know, this array of things that you can use in your kitchen. One of them obviously being that spoon. But it was a lot that the British invented a lot of these strange, they had nothing else to do, they were so corseted up and didn't talk much about anything. So they developed all sorts of weird and wonderful ways of eating food with strange cutlery. You know, that you had a mustard spoon and a mustard knife, and oh my goodness. Yeah, clementines are the best. We call them nachis, which is actually nachis is actually the Spanish word for them. Hmm. Yeah, no, what I'm doing right now, it's quite taxing because the vocab, there's no root word for me. You know, with Sanskrit, there's, you know, German or Portuguese or Greek, I can kind of find a root word or, you know, make it up somehow to English. But there's absolutely no root word for me. So it's just like learning like a parrot. I'm not good at learning like a parrot. I do mentions in my brain. I have a different way of learning. Sometimes way, way more difficult and complicated than just learning like a parrot, because I make all these crazy stories in my head. So it's a whole different way of learning. But yeah, go and you know what? I'm so glad I reminded myself. Oh, that was definitely what I wanted to talk to us about. I don't know if I did. So besides it being the purple flame, which is the whole planet is full of purple. I'm sure some of you can see it. Mhm. So the first words in the Veda, bing, 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 are hello or fire. And then that's the oldest written. But before that, it was hanging around for a few thousand years. And the articulation. It does. Well, they say, Millie, that if you learn a new language when you get older, it's a great preventative of Alzheimer's. So, because it just gets those corners working. Yeah. So now, well, it will make lots of purple, tons of purple. I wish that there was a better dictionary out there for us to interpret this stuff. Um, no, it's a whole new level of stuff going on right now. And lots, purple and gold, but whatever. But please just like find your way to purify yourself and try and keep it simple. Obviously, the chakras. I will most probably do a thing with the chakras on a different. I wanted to do it a little while ago, but then was absolutely like blocked because I've been doing the chakras, but I'm doing it from another. It's from something else, but it is in the Indian text. But I was starting to study it for myself directly from the Vedas and what they actually say about the chakras, because we've been taught so much bullshit in the West. So much bullshit. Yeah. Rainbows don't lie, nature don't lie. Pretty much everything else that man, especially in the West, has touched has like been tainted. Like seriously effed up and tainted. So that's why, as I say, I just keep like taking myself back to the water and taking myself back to Sanskrit, back to the Indians, and it's great because they're just figuring out their stuff for themselves now as well. So they've also been under big time attack from the colonization, which yeah. So, but I try not to go too much down that road because it is just very, very sad and can get one quite angry that so much has been denied us, and I wonder why the fight is still on. You know, and then there's so many people that are still arguing. It really doesn't matter. Just everybody's. Just love one another. As I said, above all else, be kind. Yeah. Yeah. But the fire. Oh, I don't know if I've got this here. I don't think so. Hmm. Oh, that just popped up. Oops. A full moon preparation. I don't know if I don't even know if I want to do it. I'm doing so much right now. Yeah, I will. It's like, oh golly, it'll take a while, Millie. It'll take a while. You know what? It's so interesting. It was like when you get called, you get called. You know you get called. There's no like, you know you called. It's not like what? Um, and then nobody needs to tell you to keep this quiet. You just know. You just know. You've tapped into something. Um, love, love, love you. You've tapped into something, and you want to just hold on to it like with everything you possess. Um, yeah. So, but the fire, the fire, the fire, the fire, the fire, the fire. This was one of the first things that was given to, and they're so weird. You know, they really are. They've got us something for like absolute. You know, but I've said this now for a couple of years, for absolutely everything. Okay, but fire, it's like the words that were written down are the first words that were written down. The first word is pretty much fire. And it relates very much to the sun, but the energy of the sun, the elemental Agni, um, Surya, and then Agni is fire. And it's that whole connection that they are asked to keep. Very much, I think, like the Egyptians, the Ra were to do the sun salutations, which is what is the Gayatri mantra. Very good one to really embrace and to say. And it's um, Jared does it almost every time. The Tat Saboteur. I'm clean. Yeah. But remember, they vibrate, and we've spoken about the vibration, and it's just more and more. I mean, I would love to say let's not keep on humming, but it's a little bit more than humming. You know, it really is time to actually embrace a mantra or two for yourself. You don't have to do many, but yeah, and listen to how they're said, and get them rolling, because they are so living. They are really the living word. You know, all the stuff that the Bible talks about and we kind of spout about, but this is really living. You know, um, but they are given such strict rules about the fire. I don't know, let me say it right now, because all cultures were, I think all of them, and I've done a lot of like mythology and stuff from all over the place. They all tricked the gods and stole. They either tricked the gods to get fire or stole fire from the gods, and there's always some kind of crazy shenanigans when it comes to the story of fire. And yeah, where does fire come from? I mean, it's insane stuff. Okay, but nope, the Indians, nope, the Hindus, nope, they didn't do nothing like that. They just got it. They got the fire. They didn't have to steal, they didn't have to trick, they didn't have to lie, they didn't have to cheat, they didn't have to hide it away, they didn't have to lose anything, but they were given very, 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 very strict instructions how to work with the fire, and how to create exactly the measurements. And there are a couple of options, but there's no round fire pit. It's always a rectangular fire pit. There are others that look like eagles or things, but they are to specific dimensions. And then there's this very, very, very specific way that you build up. I want to see if I've got it here. That you build up the fire. Oh, it kind of blew me apart a little bit, the fire stuff. But you know what? Sometimes the exciting stuff, then I think that I use it. I think I did. Um, uh, so, but the fire, they were told, was like definitely was our link to the great celestial sun, and we must be honored and revered and worshipped, and especially like at new moon and at full moon, and preferably once a day. And you can do your own home fires, or you have your fires in your temples for people, or and any other festivals. Always fire. There must always be fire. When people get married, they're splashed with fire. When people die, that's the ultimate big fire. They burn. They didn't always burn. That's super amazing big fire. When the babies are born, there's fire. When there's any what do you call it? Any celebration or any festival, there's fire, and they do it very beautifully and very easily with all these songs. But the songs are very clear what they need to say, and that there needs to be the 5 elements. So that's butter and ghee and honey and curd and milk. Did I say that? And they need to sprinkle with water, and they need to sprinkle with camphor, and they need to use specific wood for it, and they need to throw the ghee oil on it. Jared is very, 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 that's why I love his things. So please just watch it with beautiful eyes, new eyes, when he does the fire. And then the flowers are also quite specific, that you put your intention and that you with your left hand, with your right hand. And then there's always this pack of herbs as well that gets thrown into the fire. And then obviously the coconut, or some use a pumpkin, which is the release of our ego and the cracking, which is like, if you're doing this fire once a month or twice a month at least, you're doing like some amazing cleansing ritual to yourself every single month and maintaining that beautiful balance. And then obviously eating the food that's been put around the food. Yeah, I saw. Thank you. I've got it. Thanks, Millie. I think it's at 3:30 in the morning for me, but I did put it in there. I think it's 3:30. Yeah. And yeah, just like really tune in. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's just Siram. It is Siram with much beautiful respect. He is so beautiful. I'm so grateful for his energy and his work. Okay, so just like look at it with a little more understanding and a little deeper reference, and just Millie, it's your 1, 2, 3, 4, and just such gratitude for the fire that actually cleanses us. And that we have this intermediary between the sun, the great central sun, because it's that acknowledging. Without the sun, very little's happening on the planet. Huh? Things will happen, but very little. I mean, there's those crazy things that live way down at the bottom of the ocean. So your stuff does still happen, but most stuff needs, And here, I'm sure we've all noticed the amazing rainbows and double suns at the moment. It's absolutely extraordinary. And I had such. So the other thing that the science has discovered with fire, but I don't know what I did with it. I'm so sad. I can't believe. Mm, I'm just like overwhelmed with things. No, I'm not. I'm having fun. Um, but science has also discovered they can't find anything wrong with the fire. You know? So it's and of course don't forget to add in alchemia always in the fire before we start anything, because it just, I'll talk a bit more about Ganesha sometime. It's getting ready to do that again. Because he's just so important. He's so, I always thought he was important. And he's just so very, very important. Um, yeah, science can't find anything wrong with that fire. It actually, because of the wood and the ghee and the other flames, besides it just being so incredibly purifying, that it actually is a natural, what do you call it? Well, you get rid of all the bugs. So a lot of the bugs and hochos and insects, the area the um, the smell of those fires and those herbs and the wood and the ghee is actually amazingly healing for people with lung problems. So, they can't even say don't do the fire because they're asthmatic. So they found that those fires were actually very healing for asthmatics. And that also it's the smell of the fire. So we have to just like really tune into what Siren is doing with the fire, that we can actually get the smells, but we know that he's putting the stuff in them, and the camphor, and that they actually, it's not serotonin, it does amplify the serotonin, but what's that other yummy stuff that you get from chocolate? That the one that makes you feel that you're in love. Yeah. Oh, also, oh wow. I know I can feel it. Such reverence. No, he's not up to, no. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Millie. The smell is delicious and sweet. No, his intention that he is just, so say I'm just like so deeply grateful for that space, to for his space, for his energy that he makes, that does that fire with. He really comes at it with very, very beautiful, sweet and pure and right. He does it very right. So you can, maybe if you connect with him, you can talk to him about it. But yeah, I'm sure it smells very delicious and sweet. And magnesium, yeah, no, it's something else. I'm sure, yeah, we get all those things. It's magical stuff, and it only grows on the equator, but it's like dopamine. Not only get you dopamine from chocolate, or shot of dopamine. Yeah, but yeah, I'm thinking of dopamine. That like shot of the drugs. So yeah. But it was, and I'll find it, but right now I'm not going to find it. I just thought it was just so interesting that science honestly can't find anything wrong with the fire. Yeah. So, yeah, super interesting, highly beneficial. Besides just being in that space with the fire and watching the fire in your own, and this is just purely scientific. So it's got nothing to do with your intention or that you're throwing nothing whatsoever. Yeah. So just tune in if you can make your own little fire, or at least, as he says, just have your candle and yeah, and do that fire. Yeah, they put a lot of ghee. That's why they have the cows, to for the fire. But yeah, so the fire is like so serious, and it hasn't. That's the other thing. In the last it hasn't really changed. The ritual has not. The formula hasn't changed in the last 7,000 years. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. So we get cannabis. Yay! Is that from fire or from chocolate? Oh, from chocolate. Mm. Anandamine. Whoa. Anandamine. That's just bliss. That's that's taken from Ananda. That's what we're all wanting. Unconditional bliss. Ananda. Ananda. Unconditional happiness. Anandamine. Anandamine. Yeah. Oh, but that's like also I wonder where it comes from. But hey, I was just some girls. I'll share it sometime with the for the maths boffins out there. The the numbers, how the measurements, yeah, and they go down to smaller than an atom, and we're going back like a couple of thousand years ago. And as somebody said, with these measurements that we figured out, we didn't need aliens, guys. I mean, they built these. I think that's kind of hugely where I started a lot with this, was because I love the engineering and the architecture, was with the temples. And I'm just like, okay, move over Egypt. You thought you got it special. This stuff, what the flip is going on here? And there are so many temples that are just carved out of the mountain. Like the whole thing is out of the mountain. It's like one big solid rock. And they're huge. They're absolutely huge. And they're like 5, 6 stories high. And then they've got these crazy little roofs and all of that carving. And you cannot make the tiniest little mistake in calculations. Not one. Because otherwise your temple's not going to work. They're mainly in Cambodia. I'm not sure if they're any in India, but they're in Cambodia. Ananda. Oh, see, they stole it. Ananda means, there we go. See, I told you. Because it's Ananda. So the Indians at the moment are very upset because some but it was a while ago. He won the Nobel Prize. Some Japanese scientist won the Nobel Prize because of the benefits of fasting on your body, and they someone really rude about this whole shit. because they've been doing this like it's uh, it's a fast that many people do. I think they do it once a month according to the moon, and then they fast for like at least 24 hours. But they do a completely dry fast, and it's a ritual, you know. It's also it's like you prepare yourself and you bath. You're always bathing, always bathing and washing and sprinkling water everywhere. No, with like permanent praying. Yeah, the bliss molecule. Anandamine. Hmm. I saw that, you know, I do a lot of the science channel. I don't do this healy feely airy stuff, you know. So there was some nanotechnology, which is when they're making these little microchips that are, you know, so teeny, really, really small, and like they go down a straw. So it's where they like shifting and changing the DNA, and yeah. Oh, it's Omani Padme home time. Go on, Victor. Whenever you say mowing your lawn, it's Omani Padme home. So the Chinese actually decided to take it like a little, um, take it a bit further. So they use a copper to like, copper's fabulous. So now they're using copper with this nanotechnology. So they did well. They didn't know, did they? So in all their journals, they decided that they would use the copper, the word for copper, the the letters, which is Cu, and then of course we have nanotechnology. So all of these wonderful science papers look like this when they talk about it. Here we go. That's our super new copper nanotechnology. So I don't know if they'll be able to change that. Hmm. Oh, it's been hot here. Hmm. We've had, but then it gets cold again. And it gets cold. Hmm. So I don't know what 61 degrees is. We don't work in those. We do centigrade. Yeah. What do we have? We've got night time now, I think. I think it's night time. It says it's 9 degrees, but I'm hot. Mhm. It's 10 degrees here. And we have stars. Yay! And it's got green. Oh, okay. Thanks, Tristan. 18. Yeah, that's nice. That's pleasant. But yeah, the weather's it's completely different. If it's 18 in South Africa, it's chilly. If it's 18 here, you're schwitzing. Yeah. Yeah, we get programmed with it, you know. It's like money for us. It's like because it's like you work with dollars as well. In South Africa, it's more, you know. We've got extra, so it sounds a lot more. So when you unfortunately work with euros, it's a lot less. It sounds less, but it's not. It's more. As I keep saying to my son, you really do need to convert because you've been programmed, you know. So You think that €100 is cheap, but it's actually 20,000 rands. That's a lot of money. Yeah. Anyway, how's is Lindsay back? Is Lindsay around again? Oh, 82. That sounds warm. You know, those degrees are fabulous if you have a swimming pool and a nice canopy, a nice shade area. Then you can live. But yeah, look at the desert. The desert is really calling a lot of the blue beings at the moment, a lot of visions and manifestations and materializations are happening. Yeah, I agree with you, Victor. This humidity here is horrible. It's like it's so heavy. Oh, well, it will be swimming time soon. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, I'm so glad. Glad for her. Okay, then, my lovelies. Go and make pretty stuff for the first. Make all your beautiful wishes. Remember, this energy that we're getting for the full moon is just so that we can push through it. Hopefully that we've worked with some of the things that we put forward for our new moon. It's just the expanse, just keep going. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the rest as well. Dry. Do you think it's better for the hair? Oh, if it's better for the hair, yeah, you don't get the frizz. So, Millie, thanks for noticing my baby in my hair. You got it. Okay, guys, love you, and have a please inform Josh about the purple of Saint Germain on Friday. I mean, he'll almost probably pick it up anyway, but make it extra special. So love, and yeah, love you all. So enjoy that, and please just be ready. I'll try and post the exact time of the moon of Wesak, so it's really nice to sit and meditate and get that, because that literally, it's people, you feel it for years and years, and it's like in the valley you will feel it if you're meditating. It's like a sonic boom. There's this, the Buddha comes once a year and he really visits, and there's this incredible intense energy that gets rainbow, golden rainbow energy that gets pushed on the planet. So enjoy, beautiful people. So proud of all of us. Keep sparkling, keep going, keep riding the rainbow. There is no end. So love to everybody. And take very special care of your magical selves, your beautiful inner little elves. Love you all, loves. Thank you for being here. Bye.